This day marks 9 months. Can you believe it's been 9 months since one of the worst attacks in American history? That was the day that bloodthirsty Trump-supporting rioters attacked the seat of our democracy, the United States Capitol, the capital of the United States, storming the building, all caught on live television, beating police, trying to defend the Capitol within an inch of their lives, and hunting lawmakers who were forced to flee. 9 months since we watched all of that in horror, watched as it was happening. Now, the clock is ticking for several top aides and advisors to the former president to turn over documents to the Select Committee investigating what happened 9 months ago. And sources say that they haven't been able to physically serve the subpoena to one of those aides, and that's Dan Scavino, the communications guy. They want to find out what he knows about videos like this one.
Go home. We love you. You're very special. You've seen what happens. You see the way others are treated that are so bad and so evil. I know how you feel.
Meanwhile, the disgraced, twice impeached, one-term ex-president is showing that why he is disgraced, putting out a statement. Actually, it's nothing but a rant, really, claiming the real insurrection happened on November 3rd, the day Joe Biden won the presidency with more than 81 million votes, more votes than the former guy. That was the day the ex-president lost. It's just another of those rant/statements that he has been putting out since he was kicked off Twitter after January 6th, because they feared that he would incite more violence. And he is still pushing the big lie, the lie that exploded into violence at the Capitol. And here's the thing about pushing lies. When you lie to people over and over and over and over and over, when you tell them their government is lying to them, they won't believe you even when you are trying to save their lives, okay? That is why the Health and Human Services, that is why Health and Human Services is putting out a series of new ads aimed at convincing people who are still vaccine hesitant. Ads that don't sugarcoat what it's like to have and almost die from COVID.
Been in the hospital for 76 days now. And by the grace of God, I'm still here. It was a lot of dark times then. I died 3 times. They gave me a 5% chance of living. So I highly recommend everybody to get the vaccines and really protect themselves, because this is no joke.
No joke. No joke. That's the brutal truth of what it is like for people who get COVID. This country is averaging more than 103,000 new cases every day, the vast majority of them unvaccinated people. But listen to what happened, okay? I really want you to pay attention to this. Have a seat. I don't know what time, but if you're having a cocktail, whatever it is, getting ready for bed or whatever, have a seat. I want you to pay attention to this. Lindsey Graham tried to convince people to think about, just to think about getting vaccinated. Here it is.
So the bottom line is, I took the vaccine, I've had it, it kicks your butt. If you hadn't had the vaccine, you ought to think about getting it, because if you're my age, I didn't tell you to get it, you ought to think about it. Well, I'm glad I got it. 92% of the people in the hospitals in South Carolina are unvaccinated.
Oh my God.
True.
Lies.
So I'm with you on
Lord
let's don't
Jesus.
mandate it. I'm with you that it's probably unconstitutional.
God help me.
But I am not going to legitimize what I think is the truth.
See, look, she's right. Lord help me. That is absolutely right. Lord help me. Is it any wonder why far too many people don't trust vaccines when they have been fed a steady diet of lies and misinformation from the very beginning?
No, not getting that vaccine. No, 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 no. Them vaccines are not good, hon.
Are you vaccinated?
No, but I have a lot of hydrochloroquine and zinc at my house.
So have you got your vaccine shot?
Nope, don't want it.
No? Why?
They ain't tested it enough, from my opinion.
I don't trust the government. I don't trust CDC. I don't trust none of them.
Do you know any people who got sick or died from the
I know
virus?
3 people who got it and died. But you know what? I know people who got cancer and died too.
So you know 3 people who died from coronavirus and you won't get the vaccine?
No, I don't. Like I said, I don't need the vaccine.
Have you guys gotten vaccinated?
No.
Won't do it.
Can I ask why you chose not to?
I'm allergic to a lot of things in the chemicals and stuff like that. And freedom. You get to choose. If you can have an abortion and choose your body, I should be able to choose if I get a shot.
I know. Look, they've been fed this steady diet of misinformation, so there is that. However, they are adults. Let's remember, though, where those lies and misinformation came from.
I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do, either through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that, too. Sounds interesting.
Get the right folks who could.
Right, and then I see the disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets on the lungs.
So, we lived through that. It's hard to believe, right? That, sometimes I feel bad because I laughed about it, but it's not funny. I mean, it's laughable. It's ridiculous to think that was the president of the United States at the time, talking about a deadly pandemic and light inside the body and bleach and all of that. That's where that came from. And then if they didn't see how ludicrous that was, why would they do it now, right? It's the same thing with the polls. Like, oh my gosh, we love Trump. People always romanticize history. Like, they move on. Things don't seem as bad in the rearview mirror, right? Oh, well, the January 6th wasn't that bad. And what he did with the pandemic wasn't that bad. It was awful, all of it. That's where all of that BS came from. That guy. But now he's no longer in power, so it is the people who are in power now still making excuses for him because they want to hang on to power. Not that they want to educate people or do what's right for people or save their lives. They just want to hang on to power, and they think that's the best way to do it because people's ignorance, people have been exploited for their lack of knowledge, let's put it that way. And because people want to have their beliefs confirmed and reconfirmed and reconfirmed. How can he be wrong? We voted for him. Well, he lied to you. Lies about the pandemic, lies running rampant on Facebook, and the biggest lie of them all, the big lie that fueled that violent attack on our nation's capital 9 months ago. I have said it before, lies and misinformation. They are killing us, and they are killing our democracy. I have to say it over and over every single night. I will keep saying it over and over, and one day you will look back and say, that guy was right. Wow, we should have paid more attention.